Oh, hey guys, Nikki Novak here for Young Hollywood. No, I'm not at work. I'm at Fox, behind the scenes, on the set of Dads. We're here to chat with the fabulous cast.
We've killed a lot of things in this studio.
Have you?
Yeah.
What have you killed?
People's sense of wonder and their innocence.
The innocence for sure. Here with Seth Green, by the way. Here with Peter Riegert. Here with Martin Mull, by the way. I'm here with Giovanni Ribisi.
It's an audio thing.
It's an audio
totally
thing.
Innocent.
You will never be a rock star.
What's the Doppler effect?
I'm here with Tonita Castro. We're so happy to talk to you. I'm here with Brenda Song. Do you want to break into song with that mic?
I'm tone deaf, unfortunately.
I'm here with the stunning Vanessa Lachey. Do you love having that mic? Does it remind you of your
It's
hosting
weird. I feel
roots?
like I should say, wait, okay, what's going on?
So we're here today on the set of Dads.
I know, I feel weird.
Do you feel weird?
I feel comfortable being here holding the mic, but I feel weird because the tables have turned. On that end, it's a relief for me because I don't have the awkward anxiety of, oh gosh, are they going to hate me when I ask this question because I totally have to ask this next question.
Was that the hardest thing for hosting for you?
It was hard. I remember it was, I was interviewing George Clooney for Syriana, and you remember how serious that movie was. We're having, we're a foot away from each other having this really intimate conversation about what's going on in the world today, and I'm going to be like, so anyways, Brad and Angelina.
Right.
Dish.
Oh my gosh.
Like Clooney's
You
going to go,
just
guess
epitomized
what?
my life right there. That's hysterical. Let's talk about the show. Are you a gamer in life? I know you have a gaming company on the show. Are you a gamer in life?
I'm less of a gamer than my wife is. My wife is a
Really?
hardcore
Or is she
gamer.
hardcore?
Yeah.
Usually it's the other way around.
I
And you
know.
can't get the guy away from the TV.
Isn't that nice? No,
Yeah.
we multitask. We hang out together while she's playing games and I'll watch and read stuff.
Who is writing on this show?
Who was writing on
Yeah,
this
who's
show?
this writing on the show? Maybe somebody you might know?
Oh, maybe my daughter.
Maybe your daughter.
Yeah, Maggie. Of all the things about this, first of all, to be able to work with this cast is astounding. To be working at all at 70 is phenomenal. But all of that pales comparison to the fact that I'm working on the same show as my daughter.
Such a seasoned cast. I mean, these are the people that these are the producers, Seth MacFarlane.
Seth MacFarlane,
Yeah.
and the crazy minds behind Ted and Family
Yeah.
Guy, Alec Sulkin and Wellesley Wild, are executive producers on this. And beyond that, the actual cast, I still have to pinch myself. Martin Mull, Peter Riegert, Brenda Song, Giovanni Ribisi, Seth Green, Tonita Castro, Vanessa Lachey. It's like,
Stop
wait,
it.
what?
It seems like everybody on this set really is genuinely having a good time too,
Yeah.
behind the scenes.
Yeah,
I mean,
we are
I'm
having a
watching
lot of
behind
fun.
the scenes and they're having fun.
Everybody that's working on the show has worked in excess of 20 years in
No,
this
it's
business.
amazing.
So everyone's very professional and just characters that are fun to play and situations that are funny to
Right.
be in.
You know what's been really great? This is such a male-dominated set, and yet they are so incredibly respectful of Vanessa, Tonita, and I. Like, they really take care of us. We are princesses on this set. Because, Seth and Gia are married, and Martin, and they're all in long-term relationships, so they really know how to treat women. And so
And they're
we
not
are...
trying to pick up on you on set.
No, and they take really good care of us. Like, every morning, Martin always never fails to not tell us that we look beautiful or that we did a great job. We're like, oh, thank you.
Do they leave you presents at your dressing room door? Do they go that far?
Not yet, but after this
They
interview, they
now.
will.
When they watch it. Do you like a live audience?
I do. I started in the theater. So the trick here is that it's not really a play because you're stopping. To me, it's more like a movie with 200 people watching.
You are so funny on this show.
Thank you.
And you're so funny behind the scenes too. Before we started rolling, I asked you if Peter's character, because he kisses everybody in the show, has kissed you yet, and you said no. And what did you say?
I say, kissing is nothing. I need to make sex.
So we're gonna play a game.
Okay, let's do it.
It's called Dads. Do ask, do spell.
Okay.
It's just kind of like real life situations based on the show.
Gotcha.
So the two dads on the show are permanent house guests in life. What do you think is the perfect number of nights for a house guest to stay before it starts getting too much?
2.
5 or less.
Probably a couple, 3 nights, maybe.
3.
2 weeks, and then
Really?
you go, yeah, I don't know.
I would say right after dinner, having them get a phone call saying, oh, we have to go home.
So really no nights.
No nights.
They're not staying.
No nights.
Does that make you are you a good house guest? Do you
No.
think? Do you think you make a good house guest?
No, it's awful. I mean, I don't.
Why?
I don't know. My wife is really she's I don't know. She would have a lot to say about that.
She would.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe not the neatest around the house.
But we have yet to stay at a guest's house with the baby, which that's going to be interesting because everyone wants to go, sure, bring the kid.
Peter's character, comfortable kissing everybody and anyone.
Yes, ma'am.
Wait, has he kissed you on the
Not
show
yet, no.
Not yet. He'll get
I'm
there.
the only one that hasn't been kissed on this show.
So your most uncomfortable kiss ever in life, either on set or off?
My very first kiss was actually on set. Well, I did The Sweet Life. I was 16 years old.
No way.
It was a Romeo and Juliet episode, and I had to do my first kiss in front of like 50 people. Like they saved it for the tape because it was my first kiss. So.
And did they all know that?
Yeah, they did. Well, most of the people did. That was probably most embarrassing, most awkward, like scared. Like it was crazy.
I think it was probably with Peter. Most definitely.
Is he a good
it was-
kisser?
I blacked out. It's all just a fuzzy blur.
Nick and I have had a couple where we bang teeth and we're like, that's so goofy and non-romantic, but
Doesn't that just happen to everybody?
I think it's because him and I both have big teeth.
When I was like 12, I met this French girl who was an exchange
Oh,
student, and
nice.
we wound up making out. And I remember thinking I really wanted to impress her because she was actually French.
Did you do the French kiss?
Yeah, of course. I let her lead, though.
Wait, can I ask a question? Are French better at French kissing than Americans?
She definitely had style.
She had skills.
Yeah.
She had mad skills.
I mean, I was 12, so I may have blown it out of proportion in the last 20 years in my head, but
Okay, on the show, there's a family brownie eating episode.
yes.
At what age, or is it ever appropriate to party with your parents?
I think when you're your own person, when you're actually like, I don't know, it's really up to your parents.
Oh, it is never okay to party with your parents.
I was at the VMAs with them and they were full on making out, standing on top of the banquette. And I was like, Nikki, get down from here right now. You're embarrassing me.
Okay, on the show, this is a reference to the show. One of the dads gives somebody a framed photo of himself as a gift. Is that ever appropriate?
I would say no.
Okay.
No, absolutely not. Don't do that. Strongly not recommended.
This actually happened to me. My dad gave a framed photo of me to Nick.
Well, that leads me to my next question. Any real life uncomfortable situations with your parents? Like the most embarrassed they ever made you?
See, the thing is, like, my dad, he doesn't embarrass me. I embarrass him. Yeah, like, my dad's an amazing golfer, and I'm a horrible golfer, but I try really hard, and I talk a big game that I'm a great golfer, and I go out there, and I totally embarrass him.
I can't think of anything that embarrassed me about my parents other than that I had them.
Just my dad being around other celebrities.
Oh,
Because he talks about me, and they're just like, he went up to Beyonce and Jay-Z at the Four Seasons. Like, hi, Vince Manila, my daughter's Vanessa, MTV. They're like, okay, yeah, so enjoying yourself? Yeah.
So you can really relate to the show.
100%.
Your dad could make a cameo on this show.
Moving on. Here.
Cameo on Dad.